my disk space filled up, so the recording stopped. AKA I filled up my journal and had no more pages, so I had to make more room for it, or for my next journal. Okay, and we continue on. Gentlemen. What? Excuse you? Forsworn. Standing stone close by. I'm assuming it's up through here. Nope, that's the mine. Where's the standing stone then? It's up out of reach. Well, unless this road randomly takes go up there, but it's actually. Let's check the signs. Okay. So we're going this way. Going back to Whiterun. I guess technically it cuts to Solitude.
Wench's friend.
Might as well, right?
be, I wonder? Will I sell my land to the Silverbloods?
The Silverbloods have made you a very generous offer for this pile of dirt. I suggest you take it.
If the Forsworn... Robbery is what it is. The Silverbloods are trying to muscle in on my land. Forsworn attack the mines, and suddenly all these sellswords show up to help. They won't let anyone work until I sell it off. You can try, but I'd keep your sword arm ready if things get ugly.
I've been thinking. Would you like to join me in hunting? You want me to hunt?
We're in control of this mine. No sudden moves.
The mine is closed. Helping out Ainethach, huh? Give me a reason not to plunge a dagger in your chest. Let's see them make us.
Okay then, easy solution.
I thought today was going to be boring. Never should have come.
No yielding. You're trying to extort these people. That's my job. I take it this is your house. No, sorry for disturbing you then.
Good mine is closed and the other mine has no ore. Gods have cursed me.
Where'd your boss go? What the heck?
Not many Nords. Forsworn attacks are bad enough. Those sellswords are worse.
Does he live in this cave? Oh, no. Let's live in this longhouse here.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I took care of
I'm
your
one of the
little
few
problem.
native sons. That won't be the last we hear from the Silverbloods. But at least we can get back to work. Thank you. You've done a good thing for me and my workers. Here, this is for you.
Thank you.
Until next time. Divine smile on you, friend.
What, a freaking hag raven? When did that show up? Okay, either way, we're gonna continue to Whiterun. Well, Whiterun according to this signage. Hopefully we get to a point where there's a fork that takes us north again. Leads to that cave. Okay, we're just gonna keep riding. Hopefully Lydia catches the drift and doesn't engage them for much longer. giants. We're gonna let you guys go.
You picked a bad time to get lost, friend.
Oh, goodness gracious. You guys picked a bad time to get lost. Jeez. Whoa! Okay. Okay, there's Lydia. Alright, we're gonna ride past these giants real quick. No, do not aggro, do not aggro. We mean you no harm, giants. Lydia? Lydia? Please, please. I didn't want to have to fight you. I tried to be peaceful. Oh my gosh. Okay, okay, well, I guess we'll just turn around here, fight these guys over here. Nope, the... Let me use my shout. Let me use my shout. Where'd all my stuff go? And Lydia's dead. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. Just ride past these idiots who don't know how to freaking get out of the way. Ride down this direction. Hope we don't get caught up in the crossfire. And then keep spamming this. Okay. Now we can fight. Okay, Lydia.
Still here. I will remain on guard here.
Thank you. bad time to get lost. I'm going to tear all of you a new one, including those giants. So you, my friend, picked the bad time to get lost.
Tell you what, we start with
And you'll stab me in the back. Yep. Heard that one before. Why do I have this? Alright. Oh! I was a fool. Do not engage. Okay, Lydia, you're gonna stay here, and I will
I'm
come.
right behind you. I will remain on guard here.
I will come get you when I'm done doing my business. You.
give up while you still can.
And you. Insufferable creatures. I banish you! This mammoth is gonna muff me up though. Oh! Okay, yeah, we're just gonna keep riding. Oh my gosh, why is there so many things on this road that want to murder me? Okay, we're on a road that takes us to Solitude. That's good enough for me. Like what? What do you want somebody to do?
You picked a bad time to get lost.
decided to open it up on my own. What is that? Huh?
Victory is you.
It should be.
Go ahead. Try and fight back. Yeah! My hero!
Should be enough, but you might as well double it, kind of deal. Anybody else? Anybody else? No? Everybody's dead? Good. Oh my gosh, dagger. Why can't you just stay put? Alright. And here we go. Imperial, why are there just random people that want to fight me? Who am I pissing off? Or am I not pissing off enough people? Okay, we're gonna head straight north until we hit Solitude. No. No. Nope, I'm not crossing this freaking bridge. I just want to go to one city. Is that too much to ask? Hi. What are you eating? Apple? Oh, peach? Oh, no. You're eating apple. No, you can't sit up here. Ah, what? No, it's a horse, kiddo. See? Oh, sweet mercy. We're here. Okay. Dagger's going to stay there.
The Dawn Guard.
vampire.
And we're gonna go up to the city. And we're gonna get this party started.
If you've come to Solitude to join the Legion, speak to Ricker. If not, keep your nose clean while you're here.
They can't hurt Uncle Rogvir. Tell them he didn't
Out,
do
kiddo.
Positions.
Go on out.
As far as you need to go.
Yeah, I'll be out there in a
Go home
second.
and stay
But you
there
need to
until
go
you
out right now.
You betrayed us.
You should tell her that her uncle is scum that betrayed his High King. Best she know now, Agar.
You're all heart, Vivian.
Rogver, you helped Ulfric Stormcloak escape the city after he murdered High King Torrig. By opening that gate for Ulfric, you betrayed the people of Solitude.
He doesn't deserve to speak! There was no murder. Ulfric challenged Torrig. He beat the High King in fair combat.
Sorry.
Such is our way. Such is the ancient custom of Skyrim and all Nords. Boo! On this day, I go to Sovngarde.
I've got some salmon to sell.
Some gate guard you were.
Watch it.
Feel free to make requests.
Oh, winking skeever, eh?
He died well.
Yeah.
Expect more. Have you heard? There's been another dragon attack. Kind's Grove this time.
Okay. What the heck? Okay, why can't I make all this stuff superior, but I can't make a freaking leather scout helmet superior? A little odd if you ask me. Anyways.
Best defense is a good defense, am I right?
Listen. Ulfric Stormcloak murdered the High King with his voice. Shouted to the They're new in town, right? If you need a place to sleep, head over to the Winking Skeever.
Hello, Treekin. Okay, we'll talk to you in a minute. I'm gonna actually take a quick break and we'll be back. Okay. Okay, Treekin, what do you got for me?
Really? You're who she picked? I hope she knows what she's doing. Here's the deal. I can smuggle some equipment into the embassy for you. Don't plan on bringing anything else in with you. The Thalmor takes security very seriously. Give me what you can't live without, and I'll make sure to get it into the embassy. The rest is up to you.
This one's a favorite of mine. A legend we all know and love. voice-wielding power of the ancient Nord art. Believe.
Your job is to get into the party without being fingered.
Never see me strutting around like that.
Yeah, that's because you ain't brave enough.
You got no clothes.
Yeah, I know. Just give me a second.
You should get some.
Yeah. I got some. Okay. Oh, I was like, I did not leave you there. I did leave you there, though.
Have you given Malborn the gear you want to smuggle into the embassy? Good. I have your invitation to the party. But the only way you're going to get past the guards is if they really believe you're an invited guest. Which means you need to look the part and not be armed to the teeth. Here, put this on. When you're ready, I'll keep the rest of your gear safe until you get back. You'll only have what Malborn smuggled in for you, plus whatever you can pick up inside.
Do I look like I'm ready to
I guess
party?
that'll have to do. You should pass for a real guest, at least until you open your mouth. Ready to board the carriage to the embassy? Don't worry, it will all be waiting for you when you get back. Just make sure you get back out of there alive with the information we need. Good luck.
Alright, here we go. This is honestly one of my favorite parts.
Ah, fellow latecomer to Ellenland's little soiree.
Of course.
And arriving by carriage, no less. I salute you, sir.
How'd you show up?
My lateness is due more to getting lost on the way up this god's-forsaken mountain than to any desire to actually arrive late. I prefer to arrive early, often the day before the party, so as not to miss out on any of the drinking.
Of course.
Please, you first. There's not enough drinking in the world today, wouldn't you agree?
No. Especially for you, my friend.
I will just...
Welcome to the Thormore Embassy. Your invitation, please.
Cold out here.
Here you go.
Thank you, sir. Go right in.
Now then, here's my invitation. I don't have a poisoned dagger strapped to my thigh, etc., etc.
I'm just doing my duty, sir. Everything's in order. Welcome back, sir.
Hello. Are you the host?
Welcome. I don't believe we've met. I am Elenwen, the Thalmor ambassador to Skyrim. And you are?
My name is Codriel. Codriel? Codriel. 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 Pleased to meet you.
Ah, yes. I remember your name from the guest list. Please, tell me more about yourself. What brings you to this... to Skyrim? What is it, Malborn?
It's just that we've run out of the Alto wine.
It's not really.
Do I have your permission to uncork the...
Of course. I've told you before not to bother me with such trifles.
Yes, Madam Ambassador.
My apologies. We'll have to get better acquainted later. Please, enjoy yourself.
What does a fellow need to do to get a drink around here?
The hospitality of the Thalmor Embassy is at your service.
The man who knows
It's only
how
a
to
matter
make
of time before your whole rotten empire collapses of its own decay. No offense. There is peace now, and that peace will continue for as long as it suits our needs. But make no mistake, this is not a peace forged out of necessity between rival nations of equal strength. It is more like the calm between storms, and the next storm, I think, will be far deadlier than the last.
Okay.
There are those in the Empire who would wish to evade their obligations to help root out the Talos heresy. Fortunately, those most opposed to the Emperor's wise policy have now branded themselves traitors as well as heretics. I am here to remind the ruling classes of Skyrim that their loyalty to the Emperor requires cooperation with the Thalmor. Until next time.
Yeah, probably
I hope
not.
you're enjoying yourself.
Where are you playing the flute? Anyways.
I don't recall
Blackbriar.
seeing you at one of these before, and I know everyone who's anyone in Skyrim. We have a relationship of mutual respect. I care little about the politics and rivalries between the Thalmor and the Empire. But I do respect power, and the Thalmor have that. They leave me alone, and I leave them alone.
Yes, yes, of course.
Until next time.
Yes, until next time, ma'am.
I hope you're enjoying yourself, sir. Here you go, sir. Colovian brandy.
Thank you.
Until next time.
Ellenwen always throws quite a party. I never miss one if I can help it. You must be new to Skyrim, or you'd already know who I am. I have a stake in most anything of importance in Solitude. I feel that it's time to put aside the grievances of the past and let peace and prosperity flourish between the Empire and the Aldmeri Dominion. I try to do my little part. Besides, just between you and me, it's making me pots of money.
Yes, of course. You sound quite like the businessman.
Not every Nord is obsessed with strength, honor, and skill at arms. A rare few are born with a gift for making money. My investments are my strength, and my wealth is my weapon. As for honor, well, there are some luxuries even I can't afford.
Well, you could if you weren't a scumbag.
Very well, then. There's a likely-looking filly, even if she is an elf. You there, serving girl. What's your name, dear?
Ah, Brayla, sir. Do you need a drink? Something to eat?
No, that's not what I'm interested in right now. I just wanted to get a better look at you. I like what
Alright.
See, my dear. And believe me, I don't say that to everyone.
But it's time to shut up.
Very discriminating when it comes to the female form.
Let me
Thank
yell
you,
at
sir.
him. Let me kill
Is
him.
there anything else I could do for you?
Oh, not at the moment. Maybe later.
What are you looking at?
Go far.
Yes, sir.
The
See that
hospitality of the
disgusting
Thalmor
job?
Embassy is at your
A
service.
high-ranking official in the East Empire Company.
Of course not. One does not gather the most important men and women of Skyrim and then serve them cheap ale and stale bread. This is only a taste of the benefits that accrue to those that align themselves with Thalmor interests.
See, you would think
Do enjoy yourself.
there'd be a heck of a lot more people than
I'm
like
enjoying the process.
3 people. Very much so, and thank you for asking.
Alright, dude, I need to kill somebody.
What can I get for you? You made it in. Good. As soon as you distract the guards, I'll open this door and we can get you on your way. Let's hope we both live through this day. Of course. Let me see if we have another bottle of that. I'll be waiting by the door for everyone to be distracted.
What does a fellow need to do to get a drink around here?
I don't know.
The one generous soul amongst a gathering of pinch pennies and lick spittles. If there's anything I can ever do for you, do not hesitate to call upon me. Wonderful. I can begin to repay your generosity immediately. Say on, friend. Is that all? My friend, you've come to the right person. You could say that causing a scene is somewhat of a specialty of mine. Stand back and behold my handiwork.
I did hear something
Thank you.
interesting the other day. Apparently, the Red Wave's been docked in
Attention,
Solitude
everyone!
for well over a
Could
month,
I have
and
your
with no
attention,
sign of shipping out.
I
anytime
have an
soon.
announcement to make.
Some say the ship suffered
I
damage to her
propose
hull
a
when she
toast
struck an
to
iceberg,
Ellen Wynn,
and Captain
our
Sassy couldn't
mistress.
afford to
I
do
speak
it.
figuratively.
Of course, she would never
Nothing
admit
could be
such
more
a thing.
unlikely than that
Captain
someone
Sassy
would
was
actually
far too
want her in their
proud.
bed.
Let's go, before anyone notices us.
Already in bed with her. But again, I speak figuratively, of course. Fine, fine. Get your hands off me.
So far, so good. Let's hope nobody saw us slip out. We need to pass through the kitchen. Your gear is hidden in the larder. Just stay close and let me do any talking. Got it?
Got it.
Follow me.
Who comes, Malvern? You know I don't like strange smells in my kitchen.
A guest feeling ill. Leave the poor wretch be.
A guest? In the kitchens? You know this is against the rules.
Rules, is it, Zavani? I didn't realize that eating moon sugar was permitted. Perhaps I should ask the ambassador.
Get out of here. I saw nothing.
Your gear is in that chest. I'll lock the door behind you. Don't screw this up. I need... Lock the door behind you, or the...
When did that get slipped in?
Wolves might notice something's wrong.
Alright, wish me luck.
I need to lock the door behind you, or the patrols might notice something's wrong.
Did you see those robes
You're on your
marching
own
this
now.
morning? Who are they with? More of the emissaries' treaty enforcers? No, they're high mages, just in from Alinor. I guess herself is finally getting worried about all the dragon attacks. Ah, good. I've been wondering how we were supposed to defend this place from a dragon. If a dragon does show up, maybe... we'll get lucky, and it will eat the mages first. Might give us enough time to kill it. Ha! I'd like to see those arrogant bastards taken down a notch. Always looking down their noses at us lowly foot sloggers. Well, we'd better get back to our rounds.
Think I can convince them. Yeah, that's close enough. I'm actually curious if they're like immediately know that it's. Okay. Yeah, no, they immediately know. Alright, that means we're not doing that. We are going to do stealth, but we are not wearing these ridiculous clothes. We are going to...
You are but a dog, and I am your master. You can't hide from me. Is someone there? Ha! Found you! Ah!
Alright, guess we're going loud.
Don't you see? The only I'll see. Never should have come here.
What the?
That your head?
I even bother? What? You yield? Where? What? Like actually where? Who are they fighting out there?
Must have scared him off.
But I need that money. I earned it.
Is someone there?
I have my own
Yeah.
expenses, you know.
Finally, an actual useful spell. I'm out of lockpicks. Oh, right, because I didn't put any in my freaking... gosh dang it. I'm a big dummy dum-dum. Can I go back? Alright, first embassy, Ellenwyn. We anticipate a breakthrough in our efforts to uncover the party of or power behind the dragon resurrection phenomenon. An informant has identified a possible lead whom we have brought back to the embassy for a full interrogation. The subject is obstinate, but by all indications is holding back the information we seek. I have authorized intimidate. Manual uncoiling. I do not expect more will be necessary unless you feel time presses. I know you prefer to be present for the final questioning. I will inform you immediately when the subject is fully receptive. 2 days should tell the tale. In the meantime, if you wish to audit our technique, your expertise is welcome, as always. I have placed the prisoner in the cell closest to your office stairs for your convenience. Rulindil 3rd M. Status active. Capture or kill. High priority emissary level approval. Description female Breton mid 50s. Background: Delphine was a high priority target during the First War for both operational and political reasons. She was directly involved in several of the most damaging operations carried out by the Blades within the Dominion. She had been identified and was slated for the initial purge, but by bad luck was recalled to Cyrodiil just before the outbreak of hostilities. During the war, she evaded 3 attempts on her life, in one case killing an entire assassination team. Since then, we have only indirect evidence of her movements, as she has proven extremely alert to our surveillance. She should be considered very dangerous, and no move against her should be made without overwhelming force and the most careful preparation. Operational notes. She is believed to still be working actively against us within Skyrim, although we have no location on her, assumed to be working alone, as no other Blades are known to be active in Skyrim, and she has in the past avoided contact with other fugitive Blades for her own security. One of the reasons she has far evaded elimination. Her continued existence is an affront to all of us. Any information on her whereabouts or activities should be immediately forwarded to the third emissary. Status: assess. Uncooperative. Dormant. Emissary level approval. Description: Jarl of Windhelm, leader of Stormcloak Rebellion, Imperial Legion veteran. Ulfric first came to our attention during the First War against the Empire, when he was taken as a prisoner of war during the campaign for the White Gold Tower. Under interrogation, we learned of his potential value, son of the Jarl of Windhelm, and he was assigned as an asset to the interrogator, who is now first emissary Elenwyn. He was made to believe information obtained during his interrogation was crucial in the capture of the Imperial City. The city had in fact fallen before he had broken, and then allowed to escape. After the war, contact was established, and he has proven his worth as an asset. The so-called Markoth incident was particularly valuable from the point of view of our strategic goals in Skyrim, although it resulted in Ulfric becoming generally uncooperative to direct contact. Operational notes. Direct contact remains a possibility under extreme circumstances, but in general the asset should be considered dormant. As long as the Civil War proceeds in its current indecisive fashion, we should remain hands-off. The incident at Helgen is an example where an exception had to be made. Obviously, Ulfric's death would have dramatically increased the chances of an Imperial victory, and thus harmed our overall position in Skyrim. Note: the coincidental intervention of the dragon at Helgen is still under scrutiny. The obvious conclusion is that whoever is behind the dragons also has an interest in the continuation of the war, but we should not assume, therefore, that their goals align with our own. A Stormcloak victory is also to be avoided, however, so even indirect aid to the Stormcloaks must be carefully managed. Freaking Ulfric's a plant. What a loser. Yeah, gotta love how the Stormcloaks still think that they are actually fighting against the Empire, who is totally on board with the Dominion in its current state. They're not, by the way. Oh, that's right. We didn't talk to the. We didn't go enroll in the army. We might go do that after we finish up here. Anyways. I'm mad that I don't have... Not that I need that stuff, but, you know, it's free gold. Howdy. Status fugitive, capture only, highest priority, emissary level approval, description male, Nord, late 70s, background. Esbern was one of the Blade's lore masters prior to the First War against the Empire. He was not a field agent, but is now believed to have been behind some of the most damaging operations carried out by the Blades during the pre-war years, including the Falanisti incident and the breach of the Blue River prison. His file had remained dormant for many years, an inexcusable error on the part of my predecessor, who has been recalled to Alinor for punishment and re-education, and the erroneous belief that he was unlikely to pose a threat due to his advanced age and lack of field experience. A solitary reminder to all operational levels that no Blades agent should be considered low priority for any reason. All are to be found and justice exacted upon them. Operational note: as we are still in the dark as to the cause and meaning of the return of the dragons, I have made capturing Esbern our top priority, as he is known to be one of the experts in the dragon lore of the Blades. Regrettably, we have yet to match their expertise on the subject of dragons, which was derived from their Akaviri origins, as is still far superior to our own, which remains largely theoretical. The archives of Cloud Ruler Temple, which is believed to have been the primary repository of the oldest Blades lore, were largely destroyed during the siege, and although great effort has been made to reconstruct what was lost, it now appears that most of the records related to dragons were either removed or destroyed prior to our attack. Thus, Esbern remains our best opportunity to learn how and why the dragons have returned. It cannot be ruled out that the Blades themselves are somehow connected to the dragons' return. We have recently obtained solid information that Esbern is still alive and hiding somewhere in Riften. Interrogation of a possible eyewitness is ongoing. We must proceed carefully to avoid Esbern becoming alerted to his danger. If he is indeed in Riften, he must not be given the opportunity to flee.
Listen up, spy.
I told you. I don't know anything else about it.
Surrender immediately or you
What?
die.
Who? What? What do you want? Yeah. Come on, this way. Whatever you want. But let's go, now.
Is someone there?
Never should have come here.
Do your worst! You are but a dog, and I
Am silenced. Thanks, bud. Okay. Okay, we're technically gonna have one shot at this, but I think I can pull it off. have my ways. Boom, baby. That's how we do it.
I saw guards dragging bodies over here. Might be a way out. Let's get out of here. We've got to get out of here. No problem. Thanks for springing me. I owe you. Look me up in Riften if you make it out.
Okay, well, I guess I am done here, so, Why? Okay, what? Did he die? Alright. What were you protecting, troll? A novice conjurer, of course. It's so bright.
You didn't have to help me, so thanks.
Alright, where even am I? Okay, I'm on. Oh man. Okay, we gotta work our way back over to Solitude. But we're going to actually... Oh, shoot!
All right, hand over your valuables.
Oh, hey, Lydia.
Like a fish.
Oh, you're robbing me too? Alright, cool.
Nice try. I'm not gonna ask again. Then I guess that's your last request. That's your best?
They always ask that. And I don't know why. Anyways.
I'm right behind you.
Alright. I'll swing back over to the stables, Lydia, and grab Dagger, and then we can leave. Yes. Excuse me? Oh, it's right here.
A new supplicant approaches. Listen, hear me and obey. A foul darkness has seeped into my temple. A darkness that you will destroy. But first, you must restore to me my beacon. I shall guide you unto it. Find it and return here, and great shall be your reward.
We're gonna make it back to the stables real quick. We're gonna snag the horse, and then we're gonna quickly, for like a couple of minutes, wait for the heat to die down. Because I'm pretty sure they're still after me after I murdered half of the embassy. And then once that's all calmed down, then we'll jeez, how far was this stable? Oh, okay, it's not actually that far. But once we do that, we'll take a quick break, and then be on the road to Riverwood. There's the Blue Palace of Solitude. I'll be going there eventually. There he is. There's my boy. Who's a good boy? Alright. Okay. We're going to take a quick break. And go get the kiddo down for bed. And then we'll be back on the trail to Riverwood. Alright. And we're back. Oh, jeez. So, I'm pretty sure heading this way will put us up far enough north to where we can just like open field ride, if that makes sense. I mean, technically we could just swim across right now, have no issues, but I'm feeling a little adventurous. But we're gonna go to Riverwood, Port to Delphine, and then we're going to rest at the inn, because it has been a long day. Actually, you know what? We might actually, yeah, we might actually just go back to Solitude and rest at the Winging Skeever. And then we can go back to Riverwood tomorrow. And then I think we're gonna end up going to Rift Inn, which works out. I'll get the things that I wanted ready when we head there. Guess theoretically I could take the carriage, but, you know, I'd much rather explore and adventure that way than have it done for me. Oh, is Blacksmith still working?
I'm not interested, Jari. It doesn't matter how many times you ask.
You might want to rethink that. You're missing out on some wonderful opportunities working with that arm.
Seems there's no end to the needs of the Imperials. But what can... the finest weapons and armor. Return anytime you need arms or armor.
Still here.
My forge never rests.
How can I serve you, my thane?
Should have just dumped as much stuff on her. I'm gonna give you that backpack.
I am at your command.
And then I'm going to take your mage backpack. And now we're matching.
Blades, helmets, pretty much anything to suit your needs. Safe, and always wear your armor.
As High Priest of the Eight Divines, I bid you welcome.
I'm a little busy at the moment. I've got all sorts of errands to run.
Welcome to the Winking Skeever. Sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room. Right this way.
I wish only to graduate and enroll with the Legion.
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
No, thank you.
If you need a good rumor or two, I think I can oblige.
Oh, well, if that's the case. Not. Oh, it's too easy. So easy. It's too easy. Oh. Okay, I think I'm on health again? I hope that was the right thing. Yeah. Okay, cool. And then smithing's only 35. Block or heavy armor's 35. It's only 20, 52. Can do one-handed power attack while sprinting. Standing power attack does 25 bonus damage with a chance of decapitation. Alright. Well, thank you guys so much for joining me on my adventure thus far. We will continue it tomorrow. Hope you guys have enjoyed it so far, and we'll catch you all on the flip side. Have a good one.